Hi, and welcome to the Dawn Show. Dawn Stensland-Menti here. You know I love to share some of my favorite places with you, and one of my favorite places in Philadelphia, which my kids love too, is the Philadelphia Museum of Art, which of course is a world-class, beautiful building right at the end of the BF Parkway, and I'm not talking about your best friend, the Ben Franklin Parkway, right? It's so gorgeous, and it's a place that has so much new and alive. So I want to tell you more about it with my friend Emily Schreiner, who's the Associate Curator of Education and Family. Wow, what a title! Family and Community Learning. This is an awesome title. Hi, Emily. How are you?
Hi, Dawn. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's good to have you here, and because there's a lot going on for families. Sometimes we think of museums as these stodgy, stale, and there's a lot that's loud and fun and exciting.
Absolutely. Well, as you were saying, the Philadelphia Museum of Art is a vast institution, so there's plenty of space for us to have our high energy programs for kids and still leave plenty of room for the other adults who are seeking a different kind of experience.
Yeah, I don't want you to think you'll be annoyed if you go to see some of the world-class art. I don't mean that, but I mean you have a lot going on, especially in the summertime.
Especially in the summer. So this summer, we have a new program called Art Splash, and it's the first of its kind at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, and really the first, as best we know, one of the first of its kind for this type of program at any of our peer institutions, which has been thrilling to be a part of. It's a 10-week-long festival-like program, and we're running over 300 family programs during that time.
Okay. And what kinds of things are kids seeing?
The program is taking place in the museum's Perlman building, which is one of the buildings on the museum's campus. It has 5 beautiful special exhibition galleries that were all curated with family audiences in mind.
Nice.
So they are the same incredible caliber of exhibit that you're accustomed to at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, but with special things that make them really accessible to families. And then down the middle of the building is this beautiful soaring skylit atrium where we have our Splash Studio set up.
Nice.
And so families can explore the galleries and then make artwork in response to what they've seen. And we are seeing families with little kids, like 4, 5, 6-year-olds, staying for 2 hours at a time, like really making a day of it. We also have a kids menu in the cafe there, a 14-foot high cardboard cubby house that you can play in, and other fun perks for kids, Art Splash tattoos, a really gorgeous modern dollhouse. So we were trying to create an environment that would work for all different kinds of learning styles that we see in younger visitors. Kids that explore things physically, kids that explore through reading, through looking, through touching. And you don't necessarily think of all of those modalities as being amenable to an art museum, but even in some of our galleries, we've created special labels where you can touch a sample of a product and feel what the texture would be like. Because we know that that's a real way that a lot of kids learn. So
yeah, and it's also a way to say when we walk through the gallery, you're not allowed to touch anything, but you're going to get to touch things over here.
Exactly. See that blue label? You can touch that.
But I always say with my boys, they know the museum so well, and they want to run upstairs and they want to see, all the knights in shining armor and all the weaponry and the swords and all that good stuff. But for me and my husband, we love that they just love the museum. And that if we haven't been for a while, they'll say, we haven't been to the Philadelphia Museum of Art for a while. Can we go?
Yeah, Dawn, that just makes my heart sing in every way. Especially with younger visitors, just the fact that you're saying that in your family, your kids want to come back and that they have positive memories. Those are 2 just beautiful things, and that they're going to carry with them through their lives.
Yeah, well, my husband Larry's born and raised in Philadelphia, and so he's the youngest of a bunch of kids. So on Saturdays, he was the youngest, so Dad would take him to give, Mom a break, and they would go to a different museum. And so every time he goes to, especially the Philadelphia Museum of Art, he thinks of his dad, who's now in heaven and, passed away after Alzheimer's and all that. So I do always tell people this is a place that's timeless. It's not just a world-class art facility where you're going to see more than 250,000 amazing pieces of art, but if you take your kids or you go with family members or friends, it's something that you're creating your own history.
Absolutely. And something else that reminds me of is that we define family in the broadest possible sense. So we see kids with dads, kids with moms, kids with aunts, uncles, grandparents. We see a lot of grandparents bringing grandchildren. During the week, we see a lot of caregivers, babysitters bringing kids. And so there's really a lot of opportunity to explore the museum with kids that doesn't have to be in like any kind of, it can be an easy visit. It doesn't need to be like a huge family production.
I'm so glad we just showed Van Gogh with the sunflowers.
With the sunflowers.
It's one of my favorites, right? We have a lot going on, especially on the evenings and different programs. We're going to continue our conversation with Emily when the Dawn Show comes right back.
Okay.